speaking on the topic 18 days of sustainability and leadership. So Sharon, you've got 15 minutes to talk about, and then speak, and then we use the remaining 15 minutes for the questions.
Yeah,
the floor is yours now, Sharon.
Yeah, thank you, Augustus. And Art, this was a great talk. I appreciate. You are such a great motivational speaker, and all of you. Congrats! I'm honored and pleased to be here, and especially for the people of Africa, motherland. Greetings from Israel. So, you know, this talk is really about how to, you know, improve the condition of humanity. And now, you know, the climate crisis is a big thing, is the hottest topic, you know, literally globally. You know, many years ago when I was young, they talked about climate change. But after much hard work and dedication and climate conferences and parades, I'm not any longer young. I would have laughed if this was funny, but the thing is that you know, we need to do something, and we need to learn how to collaborate, how to work together if we wish to reach out and achieve all that we desire, that we imagine. I'm going to talk about 18 days of sustainability in leadership. You could see in the background the global goals, the sustainable development goals. Sustainability and development, like they might contradict to many people, but this is the thing: how to improve the human condition and at the same time guard nature, Mother Nature, our nature. So let me give you a brief introduction about about the Sustainable Development Goals. On August 2nd, 2015, 196 UN member states agreed on the 17 goals for the sustainable development humanity, achieved by 2030. So we have about 9 years. Goals that we as human beings must achieve together if we want to improve the condition of the planet and of all life on it. So it's really about how we can completely change the way we consume energy, maintain agriculture, manage water, talk to our neighbors, and much, much more. Okay, so this is not a passing trend, but a global change in our habits, eating habits, consumption habits, the way we do business, social responsibility, and long-term thinking. You know, many things that technology is an extension of humanity, of our consciousness, but it's not just an extension, it's a reflection. I mean, it's not to be controlled by technology. You know, I like to many times compare humans to trees, you know, like as in poems, as I like to write. And you know, trees do photosynthesis. And then I say, wow, we also do same process, like something similar, which I call conscious synthesis, like how we can take existing information, knowledge, and turn it with our conscious energy, with our imagination into something new. And it's really about, as we turn into the age of wisdom, right? What's the age of wisdom? It's really about, the question is so simple. It's morality and imagination. And really, it's really about being positive. And it's really about us as humans caring for one another and connecting to ourselves. So I'm talking about sustainability. And then what does it mean? So I like to share, as you understood, ideas with stories. Like, so there is a very short and known story about a grandfather whom his grandson visited him, and he saw him in his garden planting some seedlings of trees. And then he tells to his grandfather, "Grandfather, why are you planting these seedlings? Like you're gonna be way gone before they will grow and bear fruits." So the grandfather tells him, wait, come with me, we'll have something to eat, and then I will let you know. And after they dined to their satisfaction, the grandfather asked his grandson, like, "Do you know where all these dishes we just enjoyed came from?" And the son like nods his head to side, thinking maybe from the supermarket. The grandfather tells him, "This is my grandfather who planted the trees that we enjoy." And this is a great story I love share with kids about the meaning of sustainability, how we can enjoy life and everything that we are blessed with, and yet keep care for future generations. And what about leadership? Leadership, and as soon as I say leadership, people think, oh, it's about leading others. So I can see you all nodding your heads as you already are familiar with what I'm going to say next. Yes, it's about leading yourselves. It's about being attentive, listening to your own inner voice among all of the noises around us. So as I share with you about the 17 SDGs and about sustainability and leadership, this is how I came up with the idea of Challenge 18. It's really about how committed we are in changing our habits. And everything I just shared with you is something I actually dedicated my life to by running for now as many WhatsApp groups, all around the world and all through Africa. As we speak now, there are groups from Africa, and each group has people from different countries, and they all are going through this process, this training course, challenge. Everything is on WhatsApp. Imagine, like, what if you could receive like daily messages, daily tasks on WhatsApp, just to remind you how to be the better selves. This is amazing. This is exactly what I'm doing. And then I told myself how to better improve, how to better reach out to people. And then I said, wow, this is about the young generations. I should work inside of schools. I should connect schools from all around the world, like from Israel to Kenya, from Bangladesh to Nigeria, all around the world. And this is about showing young minds that being a global citizen is not about buying on eBay or flying to another country as a tourist. It's really about sharing ideas. It's about talking about these great challenges ahead of us. Imagine like a child from Israel talking to a child from Kenya about poverty. What does it mean to you? Where does it meet your family, your parents, your grandparents, and then about hunger and health, all of these topics that it's only by sharing thoughts that we will learn to minimize knowledge gaps. And I invite African citizens, African leaders to join on Challenge 18. This is like a great way, like I call it like a transparent college, to minimize and close knowledge gaps and talk about the things that really matter to us. If you like to know more about the challenges, then I'll be happy even to share screen. Basically, it's built like in a way that first it's like about learn, reflect, and act. So eventually it's about social activism. Learning, usually I'm presenting with like relevant TED Talks, and then like these thinking exercises that connect you to the right place and to each other. And then like, you know, like short daily tasks, but then also the tasks that are ongoing. My goal would be to see people not only commit to 18 days, but for a lifelong learning commitment to changing the habits. This is what what I dedicate my life to, and yes, I don't know if I can share screen. Maybe I can walk you through shortly. Okay, I cannot, unless the moderator wants. Yeah, maybe, okay. Maybe you have a...
You can go ahead and share your screen now. It's been enabled.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. So here I really wanted to take this opportunity as I invite the young leaders of tomorrow to join on the challenge and become, like, as I like to say, change angels. You know, like as we have the frame angel investors, so change angels. I like to see it as people that actually dedicate for the change we wish to see in the world. As you can see here, Challenge 18 is like a platform for anyone actually to come up and upload and personalize a template of a training challenge course. And my goal here, as you could read in the middle, is actually just like FIFA, you know, is like the union for football, for soccer. What if we had like a game, right, that is about sustainability, like a championship, a global championship, and instead of a zero-sum game, then it would have been like about collaboration, you know, like, so if the Challenge 18 is a training course, so you have these missions that you go on a personal level, but what about like you have some tasks that they are also like for the teams, so you collaborate with your team members, and then what if you collaborate with the other team, and that's what puts you on a higher position on the global table score. So this is how I wanted to redesign the game, the rules, you know. So it's not just about like capitalism, that the more we consume, you know, winners and losers. It's really about collaboration, which is the foundation to turn imagination into a creation. And I would maybe stop with these words, but actually you could see that I've also like started a marketplace. So like schools that actually commit to the plan even could win, like with Professor Einstein robot and little Sophia. So as a teacher assistant, so imagine like in a refugee camp or in a place you don't have a school or you don't have teachers, you could have like an heterogenic group of people just learning with like STEM education with like robots. This is something that I'm really keen into exploring. Of course, I'm gonna grow the marketplace and add more valuable goods that can be meaningful to the main audience. And basically close knowledge gaps and socioeconomic gaps. As we all know, that research has shown that when we connect people to the internet with even a wider bandwidth, we can close socioeconomical gaps between developing and developed countries. So just to sum up, the future is in education. The future is in education, and it's in collaboration and understanding, as I started saying, the technology and the tools and the platforms are here just to serve us. And it's really about the culture. It's really about the culture, the intelligent management of human emotions. Art, as you put and emphasize on emotion, it's really all about emotions, how we feel and how we care. So through this stage of care and compassion, we could reach out on a higher level of justice and integrity. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sharon, for those amazing thoughts that you've shared there. Really enjoyed it. Talking about sustainability, it's important, like you mentioned, and focusing on education and also utilizing technology to serve the needs for which it was built, which is about helping us accelerate and facilitate all that we're doing. I really enjoyed this session. So we've got, because of time, we'll just take 2 questions. If anyone has got any questions, so please raise your hand, indicate by using the raise your hand icon, and then go ahead, unmute yourself. So questions, please. If you've got any questions for Mr. Sharon.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, Brenda.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sharon, and thank you so much for that insightful talk. I have participated in one of your challenges, and I have learned so much from it. Though it was 18 days, I've been able to carry on with some of those habits. Some were very, very difficult, I must say, and I just dismissed it as, an age thing. So I've been thinking that, as you've mentioned, this might be very fruitful, and it might really help young people. And one thing that we are trying to do at TEFS is try to get these young ones involved in things like sustainability, in trying to create habits that will help them to save the world, to get involved in this SDG goals. My question to you is, at school level, how do we start to create that, to develop those skills? Either maybe incorporating something like what you are doing into curriculums, or doing it as as an add-on onto the day-to-day curriculum. So it doesn't become something new, it becomes part of the learning at schools and all of that. How do we do that?
Thank you. Thank you so much for asking this question, Brenda, and I'm happy to hear. It always excites me to hear and meet people that have participated the challenge. Yes, so as you could see, like with in the marketplace, like I had little Sophia with like valued with 50K Ting points, meaning that you will have to play at least 3 games all year round, as part of the yearly curriculum of the school to gain that much points. I must tell those who are not familiar with the challenge that the marking system is with emojis, so it speaks with with the young generations, or with things they are familiar with. It's on WhatsApp, it's emojis, it's like reward systems. So it's like social positive feedbacks, and yes, so as to answer your question, I do think it should be a long-term commitment, and I encourage this by just having this vision of this is like just like FIFA. It's a like you know, there is going to be a world championship. So like schools would train, people would commit, and this is how we can raise humanity on a whole new level and reach out this age of wisdom, you know, as we become more moral and imaginative. You know, robots are here to serve us. God, you know, if you believe in God, then he was only creating. So us reaching the divine part of us is just creating. Imagine we have so much free time as to create whatever we imagine, and together, like this is, as I mentioned, like this conscious synthesis. Imagine like we extend our consciousness, we extend our reach, we connect with each other. It's I see a great opportunity for us to positively encourage young generations and show them like how endless are the possibilities. It's endless possibilities. Like you see, like we have airplanes, we have spaceships. It's things that just people like us imagined. It's not about being smart. It's just about being like a small child who likes to play and and yeah. So thank you for this question, and yeah, and I'm sorry to say that I really have to leave. I got confused with the time difference, and so
it's okay. It's all right. Thank you
that.
so much, Sharon, for your time, and that's amazing presentation there. So we're going to the next presentation, which will